could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang.
Hello. So, that's a very good question, Scott. And I'll get to that in just a moment. So I want to bring attention to something. When I started the group, and I don't know if, I mean, it's so sad to see this title getting 12 people in here and my last title getting so many more, but I'm still gonna push through and just keep going. Yeah, I meant to be on Bananas. I wanted somebody else from Scopers to join so that they could, so people could join the group, but I want to focus just on this story. So, for anyone who's just joining and doesn't know about this, about a week ago exactly, I founded a group called Scopers Against Cyberbullying. They're right there, they just joined in black, and Scopers Against Cyberbullying came to me because I was hearing so many stories of people getting to the point where they were just going to get off Scope, get off social media because they were getting bullied so bad. And yeah, I was like, that really sucks that people are taking the joy away from doing this. But at the same time, I thought this is a lot further than this. This isn't just about being, you know, on Scope and, oh my God, so okay, you got to get off Scope. Oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. No, it doesn't stop there. Cyberbullying can push kids to do, or adults, to do some really I'm at a loss of words here. I'm kind of choked up. I'm sorry. When you're cyberbullied enough, you can be pushed to do really tragic things. And every single one of these people that get cyberbullied is a person. They have feelings, they have emotions, they have insecurities. Nobody is immune to it. So this poor sophomore, he was a sophomore at Alamo Heights High, I believe. And Alamo Heights High, I know he was in Alamo Heights, but he was such a victim of cyberbullying that he committed suicide, and this just came out today. What's really strange is that when I started this, I started thinking, okay, so this isn't just going to push people off of Periscope, it's not just going to push people off social media. I'm like, this isn't just bullying anymore. This isn't being pushed into a locker. This isn't, you know, somebody, I don't know, knocking the books out of your hands. None of that stuff is good either, but at least there's somebody to take responsibility for it. There's a person behind that. There's a person behind the pushing or the bullying that either we can go to the authorities, and hopefully somebody will listen, go to, you know, some kind of adult at school, guidance counselor, principal, whatever, and there's no anonymity. If you bully somebody in person, we know who you are. When you bully somebody online, it's completely anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. And people think that they can get away with it. Now, somebody asked at the beginning of this scope, how do you stop the trolls? I will tell you. We have somebody on our team that is part of Scopers Against Cyberbullying, which is right here if you guys want to join the group. We have somebody on our team who is actually busting trolls every day. He gets them by looking at their IP address because they think they're hiding, okay? They think they're hiding. They think they're hiding behind their little egg. They think they're hiding behind their little account that they just keep getting new accounts. And yes, his name is Ryan. And so we have somebody who's busting trolls. So you asked how we got them. He is busting them. IP addresses or he was saying, you're gonna have to watch his scopes because he talks about it a lot more technically than I do, but he puts terms and guidelines before he actually starts his scope, and then says, if you violate these, this is what's going to happen. And so at that point, he's always taking names down and this and that, and then if they start to be disruptive, like this person that keeps asking how I feel about Russia, that's a small form of bullying, or cyberbullying, because they're trying to get you sidetracked, and they're trying to get you off of the topic that you're really trying to get into, that you're trying to get across. So that's just a very, very small form of bullying. That's not, in my case, that's not bullying, that's trolling. But when you actually get to the point where you sign on to somebody's account, and I've had this said to me, and they say, oh my God, this is so boring, go kill yourself. Or they'll say, you sound like a dying cat when you sing, go kill yourself. If you hear that enough times, there's a small part of your brain that's going to take that in and think, this is actually true. If you hear that you're worthless enough times, you are going to start to believe it. So I just want everybody to really understand that I'm reaching out to cyberbullies, I'm reaching out to people who need the support, I'm reaching out to everyone. I just want people to realize that when I started this over a week ago, I was trying to make the point that this doesn't stop at just, okay, now this person can't get on Periscope anymore. Bummer. It doesn't stop there. It carries to the person that you're bullying's life. It carries over into their school life, into their home life. It carries over psychologically so that they have to carry that load every single second of every day of wondering if they're worthless, wondering if they're even worth being on this planet. And when people can get to you, like, I'm going to open up really I'm just gonna go for it. When people say things like that to me, for example, I haven't had a father who has been a presence in my life. And when people say like, wow, you looking for attention much? Do you have daddy issues? It makes me want to break down and cry. Because yes, I do have daddy issues. And they know. These cyberbullies aren't just saying like show bobs anymore. That's trolling. These cyberbullies are actually getting inside your head, listening to what you're saying, turning it around, and then making you feel like shit. And some people can just let that roll off their shoulder. I'm one of the people that cannot. It gets to me. I read it. Even if I block them, I still heard it. Okay, so cyberbullies won't hurt you. Okay, that is just, I'm gonna let you stay in here. And if you comment again like that, you will get blocked. But I'm going to explain to you, you clearly haven't been listening to anything that I just said, because cyberbullying literally just brought this student to his death by committing suicide. All right? So, it's people like you that think that cyberbullying doesn't have anything over you and that cyberbullies can't hurt you. That is the ignorance that we're trying to get. Okay, well, don't say I didn't read your comment, right? I'm sorry if there was a typo. I just, you can't unhear or unsee mean words. Yes. Okay, I thought you were saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be like totally going off on that. But we do have a lot of people come in here that say cyberbullies can't hurt you and just let it roll off your shoulder and this and that. And it gets to me because I'm like, you're not getting the message. You know what I mean? This is the problem. And I'm sorry, cyberbullies want to hurt you. Thank you. Okay, I apologize. I really do. Let me pull you up here because that was a big mistake on my part. It's not loading. It's not letting me see what your name is, but I do really, I think is it B Nasty 83? I do apologize because I completely misread it, and then that made me go off on a pretty mama bear tangent. I was like, don't you be saying that against my people. So it's all good. Okay. So, point being is that when I started this movement, I really was starting to think like, okay, this is going to affect, this is going to affect a lot. You're on, okay, I can tell you're on our side. Okay, WTF, you get blocked. So I started thinking about how is this going to affect people outside of Periscope, and that's when I got to the point where I'm like, cyberbullying is really a huge reason that a lot of teens commit suicide, and even adults as well. And it was really getting to me, and I was like, I didn't have a specific example to tell anybody, but I'm like, this shit is real. And then lo and behold, within a week, tragically, I'm not saying that I am happy that this happened, but within a week, an Alamo Heights student was a victim of, it says bullying, but if you read the article, it's cyberbullying on Facebook. And so he was a victim of cyberbullying before committing suicide. So it was this guy right here. Look at him. Look at how cute he is. Look at how look at what a wonderful family he's got. What a great future he had. And this is retweeted on the Scopers Against Cyberbullying account if you did in reading about it, he was cyberbullied on Facebook so badly that he got to the point where he felt like he had nowhere else to go but to end his life. There's the group right there. If you want to join Scopers Against Cyberbullying, Scopers ACB, all you have to do is just click follow, and all you'll be doing is supporting. It's no strings, there's nothing. Just following Scopers ACB helps support other people who are going through the same thing. So you can follow, which is going to just allow you to be a supporter of the group. You can direct message the words "save a life" to either PassTheBananas, which is me, or you follow with this account as well. Awesome, thank you. So you can direct message PassTheBananas, or you can direct message Scopers ACB. It's the same here as on Periscope and Twitter. So you can follow here and on Twitter, exactly, and direct message the words "save a life." It's all you gotta say. And if you say that, I will add you to the group chat, and you can talk about anything and everything with no judgment to people who want to love and support you. Third thing, if you guys want to take it a step further, you can follow ACB, and we can actually, you can follow Scopers Against Cyberbullying, SACB, and you can actually get on the account that we have, which is commenting right now. You can get on that account, and you can talk and share your story to an audience of people who are really interested in helping you, in supporting you. So it's really scary to get on Scope. It's really scary. There's a lot of people. I mean, you guys saw my block finger. It was going crazy when I was just doing this. And this is a cyberbullying, scope. So it's like, come on, man, the irony. But thank you for doing this. You're awesome. I appreciate that, but it is not just me. I started the movement, but then we had Daryl who jumped on and made the Periscope and the Twitter accounts, and then we have Hannah who's like tweeting and getting us out there and trying to get us trending. We've got so many people. Eric is broadcasting in Canada. So I mean, there's just so many people that jumped on this, and we're like, let's make this happen. Like, let's get people on this train. So I really do appreciate the 321 block. Yes, and it's been Sean here commenting who's been helping out so that you guys could follow. So again, if you guys are scared to scope because of bullies, we get that. So if you want to feel like you're in a safe place for your first scope, or maybe for your first scope in a while because you've been feeling bad, follow ACB. Why do I keep saying that? Follow Scopers ACB, and just direct message us, "save a life." We'll add you to the group, and then you can just hop on that account. We'll give you the information to log on, and you can talk and tell your story to a bunch of people who won't be judging you, who will be supporting you, and who love the fact that you're a part of this group, and we all love each other. So it is about that time for me to head in and teach now, but I did want to let everybody, does SACB have a Facebook page? It doesn't. We need somebody on that. We need we definitely need a Scopers Against Cyberbullying Facebook page. I gotta say, I love the earrings. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that you waited until I said, okay, now I'm done. That was really, really awesome, and it makes you completely non-disruptive, and that's the way comments are supposed to happen. So I appreciate that very much, as opposed to people that are like, do you like Russia? Do you like Russia? Oh my god. Can I do that? You can. You can. Sister Soldier, if you would like to get on the account and share your story, direct message either me, PassTheBananas, or Scopers ACB. Thanks, you're welcome. And then we'll give you the information, and you can get on Scopers ACB and you can share your story. So I can get on making a Facebook. Awesome. They need to meet Olga. Yes, the trolls will meet Olga. So again, I have to get inside, but I love you guys. I want you guys all to know that if you ever feel like there's nobody out there, I promise you that there is. Okay? So I just want you to know that there is a community, there is a family, there are people that are there for you when you feel like you have no one. So please reach out. Please don't be alone. And please be safe. I love you guys.